So on Friday, Sihle Zikalala announced his resignation following his defeat as ANC provincial chairperson. He has vowed to stay on as a member of the provincial legislature and the ANC. Zikalala says he's proud to leave his post with no cloud of corruption or any wrongdoing. He joins us now to reflect on his journey and possibly take a look at what's to come. A very good morning to you. Must have been a restful weekend without any frantic calls or fires to put out.
Yes, thank you. It's one of those that are very rare, and we hope for more weekends that are restful like this. Thank you.
On Friday, when you were announcing your resignation, you mentioned that in your speech one should not be the center of a problem. Did you feel that you were a problem in spite of being asked to stay on?
Well, the ANC was of a view that I should remain in the legislature and as a premier. But before the provincial conference, then post the provincial conference, there was a mobilization in the province, and this mobilization was not about the service delivery needed by people, but was about the issue that maybe we betrayed former President Zulu, which I categorically refute and deny because it is not factual. But this mobilization has got into the society and there's a potential of further polarizing the society. So looking on the situation, rather than being a burden for the ANC, wherein the ANC would have to go explaining to the society that this is not true or this is not relating to government work we are doing, I felt it was correct to end the problem, resolve the problem once and for all, by just leaving the position of being the premier.
So you fell on your sword if you were, but why was it important for you to even extend that to the nation? As you mentioned on Friday, you had stated that you'd been supporting former President Jacob Zuma from 2005 to date. Why was it important for you to reiterate this on a public platform?
It is important to make records straight and correct, so that the misinformation will always be known and categorized as misinformation that is peddled by some who want the particular reasons or who want particular gains out of that misinformation. What is important here is to keep the ANC united, is to keep the society united, is to ensure that government is functional and able to deliver on the mandate that the ANC promised the people of KwaZulu-Natal.
You mentioned that this mobilization was not about service delivery, but to advance this narrative around you. Were you disappointed that you were not elected into the PEC?
Well, we've been in structures of the ANC and we've attended a number of conferences of the ANC. Sometimes you get elected and sometimes you are not. What is important is that as a cadre of the movement, you should always be of service to the movement. When you are not elected into a particular structure, you must know that you have your own branch, your own constituency, where you must go and participate and play a meaningful role in the organization. But if you are not also elected, the elected leadership will from time to time rope you in to assist in certain tasks, and you must not be bitter, you must be prepared to do so. So I would say, as a cadre who have grown in the movement and who understand the nature of the democracy of the ANC, I would say I was not disappointed, and I would be ready to assist the elected leadership in any task at any time.
On that note, we may as well expand on it now. You would assist in any role or at any time and in any place. What would your words be then to whomever is going to be announced today come 10 a.m.?
Will be to support that person who will be announced, will be to brief that person afterward on the work that we have been doing on key priorities of the 6th administration and on immediate task for this year, and ensure that the program is going on.
You mentioned on Friday that you pride yourself on the fact that you leave with no cloud of corruption, hanging over you. KwaZulu-Natal was hit by devastating floods, and we saw you take a leading role in restoration efforts and even in response following the floods. However, to date, there are people who are still living in community shelters with very, very poor or under poor living conditions. And so how do you perceive that the everyday person on the ground in KwaZulu-Natal, particularly those who have been severely disadvantaged, will remember your leadership?
Those who are not yet housed accordingly because of floods, they know that we are working hard to get them proper accommodation or proper shelters. They will know that each of the community service centers where they are staying is linked with a particular piece of land which we have been trying to secure so that we will build houses for them. So it is a process which has to progress, determined by the availability of land, and thereafter build temporary residential units for them. It is not that we've done nothing. When I'm saying I've left, I'm leaving the government with no cloud of any corruption or anything. I also mean I'm proud of the work we have done so far. When we inherited the provincial administration in 2019, the province had only 2 clean audits. Today, we depart the office of being of the Premier of KwaZulu-Natal with 7 clean audits. The province was not good in terms of spending of the budget, especially your conditional grants. And today, almost all departments, they spend and complete their conditional grants and their own budgets. So we've done work, but we have also started ensuring that when we implement projects, we monitor that they are implemented accordingly, and our work is efficient and effective. So I'm very happy that I depart with a clean record instead of number of problems for government and the organization.
We know you're somebody that is very passionate about fitness, so where to from here for you?
About?
Fitness.
Yes, that is the work we will continue doing. We are training, we are encouraging young people to stay healthy. We also would be focusing on that in the constituency of Indwetwe, but it is the campaign that we will be continuing with throughout the province. We are ready for Mandela Marathon that is coming soon. We are ready for the year to close the year with the Soweto Marathon. So that is what we will be continuing doing.
Thank you very much for availing yourself this morning. All the best for your future.
Thanks a lot. Thank you for having us.
Thank you.